fucking know about this at all. And then it's like, aha, but here's something better than what you might have thought. Snake gonna die? Nope. Snake not dead, puss out ending? Nope. Here's something even more cool. Here's something fantastic that's even better closure for the game. Awesome. Thank you very much, Kojima. That was fucking great, sir. You have won yourself a fan for life there. I was already sold by the first 3 games. How the fuck can you buy me again?
Snake, wait up. You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake.
These things will kill you.
Where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes. You're man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness?
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Oh, good man.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
I like how they acknowledge that he's still gonna die, but we don't need to show Snake's, like, old age, like, whatever, however many years he's got left. We don't need to show you that while he's just, like, you know, sat watching TV or whatever like that, you know. Getting the early bird special at his local fucking restaurant. Dignified.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
We should cry into eggs there. This fucking game, man. Fantastic. Confer the title of Hawk. I suspect that's probably not great, because it's the exact opposite. Wow, look at the total playtime! 19 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, 1 second. From an exact 20. Wow, and that was what I suspected how long, based off how long to beat, and what people were saying about the game, like the rough times. They said about 20 hours. Holy shit! How was it that exact? But yeah, considering the Hawk's pretty much the exact opposite of a fucking snake, I suspect I didn't do very well there. I suspect that was probably the worst ranking you could maybe get, but I don't care. I don't care, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I don't care what... you've seen my fucking Resident Evil runs and Silent Hill and shit like that, where there's like a ranking, the old school Japanese survival horror type ranking endings and stuff like that. I don't care, me. It's about the ride, not the not the ranking. Awesome. 19 continue. I never know how to scroll down this last bit. How do you scroll down? Come on, pad, turn on. How the fuck do you scroll? Do I have to use the fucking... No. I never know. It seems like you'd be able to scroll down and see something else, but... I never know how to scroll down. Doesn't matter what, but seriously, I'm pressing every combination of D-pad, maybe, and thumbstick and button. I don't know, it seems like you cannot scroll down. Nope. Fair enough. 16 continues, 79 alert. No, this can't be the overall alert first. It's 79. I'm sure I did more than that. That's bad, but you know, still. 298 kills. I always think I've killed more than what I actually have. 47 recovery items, 42 weapons procured. 206 flashbacks watched. Special items used, not used. Okay, well that gave me a lot of points for not doing that. And I conferred the title of Hawk. List of titles. Frog, Inchworm, Hawk. Oh, wait. It depends which way it goes. Oh, no, it doesn't really matter whether you're, like, rank 40 would be the highest one. Or you'd suspect... Oh, wait, R1. Oh wait, no, there's certain different titles that you got and stuff like that. Like I say, I don't know if it goes up like from rank 40 to rank 1 or, you know, the other way around or not, but... It seems like either way you go, it's probably about in the middle or something roughly. Not bad, not bad. Race gun. Game completion bonus, you've obtained a new item. A 38 caliber high precision automatic pistol. Fair enough. A suit. Worn by Snake during civilian life. New camo. Command vest. Distinguished by its green colouring. Blue colouring. Red. Yellow. Wait, can be attached to customise all types of equipment. Fair enough. You get that during the Mark II. Fair enough. As soon as you get Mark II in a new game, that's when you get that. Oh yeah, definitely save completion data. Oh, people are saying R1. Ah, shit, did you need to hold down R1 and then use the thumbstick or something like that? Maybe. That's quite possible. Fucking awesome. Like I say, usually I'd go on about this, you know, music this, the sound that, you know, level design, gameplay elements. I'd go into various detail about various elements to the game, you know, the story, you know, the fucking bosses, the AI, the way things played out. Give it a pretty detailed analysis of the game. I've already said everything that was fantastic about this game. I've already said everything that was great. Everything was great. One of the best cinematic video games I've ever played, one of the most emotional video games I've ever played. Some of the best action in a video game I've ever fucking played. And what more acclaim? What more acclaim can you bestow on it than that? It was a fantastic Metal Gear Solid game, it was a fantastic game. And probably one of my favourite games, if not the fucking most favourite game of mine I've ever played. So, I'm choosing not to say any more than that about it. It gets the highest acclaim in every fucking category that I could fucking think of. The music was awesome as well, everything was great. Fantastic. I think the only negative I would say about this game isn't about this game. I think, no, the only negative I would say about this game was that this game didn't demand I buy it on release. The game should have literally grabbed hold of me and given itself for free almost. Well, not for free maybe, but, you know, stolen money out of my wallet and then just given me a copy of the game on my desk or something like that. Yeah, that's what the game should have done. It didn't force itself on me enough. You see, even the main menu screen means more now. Anyway, is it different? Is this after now? Is it different? This is after now where he's just like thinking about the pistol that he was going to use to kill himself, or Or is it during that same sequence where he took the clip out on the bullet? I don't know. But yeah, absolutely amazing. The game should have literally thrown itself in my letterbox and then demanded that I pay the sum of 40 quid. That's the only negative I could say about this game. Absolutely horseshit. I don't know if that's any different or not. I suspect it is, because it wouldn't have shown that, would it? I don't know if it had shown that. I don't know. I've got to be honest, like I say, I don't think I've watched that, like, really close and up like that before. But I don't think it has shown that unless you'd have completed it once. Maybe it does, though. Maybe it does, like I say, and I've just not... I think after getting the disc to load, it was like, sweet, get it on the main menu and leave it there. The fuck? Oh, it's the adverts, isn't it? The random weird adverts. Right, dudes, I'm gonna read some tips, because there was quite a few tips near the end there. I'm sorry, dudes. Like I say, I was so into that at the end, and I refused to even say anything over the cutscene at the end. So the tips built up a little bit there. Where were we up to? Here we go. I think we've done Marco's one there. And then we're up to Ian's. Thank you very much, Ian. I am proud you didn't even need me during the button mashing, which is good because I definitely might have fallen asleep at around 6:15. Congrats on beating Metal Gear Solid 4 OTG. Thank you very much, dude. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as what I did. Or at least it was, I don't know. I like I say, I've 10 out of 10 shit is that. Like I say, I wouldn't comment on the replayability of it, but I think I'd still enjoy that a second time round. Because I'd be ingesting even more of the story and I'd still fucking love it. So, but either way, certainly through a first time, that is hands down my favourite fucking playthrough game. I know, I tell you, like, you know, why don't we just fucking get a room, OTG? Why don't you marry Metal Gear Solid 4? Cannot be done, otherwise I would. It was fucking great. Fucking great. Thank you very much, Ian. 4 times finished the game. 6th time seeing the ending, and I'm still crying a lot here. Just keep it. It just keeps coming in waves. I love the series too much. It's ridiculous. Thank you, OTG, Snake, and BB. Big Boss. I see. I see. From Jaff, can't stop tearing. Jaff had said to me before that he gets quite emotional about the Metal Gear series and stuff like that. He gets quite emotional about it. So I'm not surprised him saying that there. Not surprised at all. No, most welcome, dude. It was, Grumpy sending me this as well as the PlayStation. That was not pushing me to play it, but, you know, kind of like a nudge. You know, here's Metal Gear Solid 4. Dig it. And it's like, yeah, I'll get around to playing that. So I've heard good stuff about. I've heard mixed things about Metal Gear Solid 4, but I've played 1, 2, and 3 and stuff. Yeah, nice one. Cheers, Grumpy. I'll get around to playing that. And then people recently, and Jaff was one of these people going, play it. I'm like, yeah, I was saying the kind of thing, same thing with Grumpy and stuff like that. And a few thought, I'll get around to playing it. It's Metal Gear, you know. I've done like 2 Metal Gear Solid games this year as well. I may as well make it a nice even 3. That's not an even number at all, well done. But you know, I don't know, 3 seems like a nice number of Metal Gear Solid games to do in a year. But they were like, nope, do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, nope, do it. So like, yeah, go on then. A lot of folks seem to want Metal Gear Solid 4, so let's do it. So big thanks to fucking everybody like that. Everybody that kind of nudged me to the point it's like, yeah. Because you guys were right, you knew I'd fucking love that. You knew I'd love that. And sure enough, you were 100% correct. 100% correct. I've usually got my own mission when it comes to what games to do. And not much deviates. I do deviate sometimes for folk and stuff like that based on requests. You know, like a lot of people want like a Silent Hill game or whatever and stuff like that. Or a lot of folk want Resident Evil or Metal Gear Solid as well, like recently and stuff like that. Or Dark Souls and stuff. And I'll go, well, I was going to do this and this, but you know, I'll do this instead. And that was the case with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 were like, you know, cheers for how the extra mile that people had gone this past 7 months, 8 months. And I went, you know what, let's round out the numbered Metal Gear games, the numbered ones. You know, I'd done Metal Gear Solid 1 years and years back, and it was too long between Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2. It's probably the biggest mistake I've ever done with playthroughing, is to take that long. From Metal Gear Solid 1 to Metal Gear Solid 2. That was I would point to that as the biggest mistake. Because it strangled the entire Metal Gear series for me. I couldn't do 3 and I couldn't do 4 until Metal Gear Solid 2 was done. And I even had, like, I mean, I had, like, Metal Gear Solid Collection, HD Collection on the Xbox 360 for quite a long time before I actually started doing it. And like I say, it wasn't so much, I mean, I loved Metal Gear Solid 1 HTSFL, and I loved the game and stuff like that, but I don't think I was sold on the series until I'd done 2 and 3. And then, holy shit, this one is just... Like I say, Kojima's got a fan for life after that one. He really, really does. Like I was saying though, with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, that was more my way of thanking folk. Doing something that I should have done years ago, and thanking folk for how good they'd been. It wasn't so much like, yeah, I'll pencil in Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 here. And like I say, it was nice to do that, do the Metal Gear, like, the numbered Metal Gear Solid games. It's like my way, kind of, the best that I could do of thanking people. And at the same time, like, it's been just as awesome for me. What I set out to do as a thank you, I mean, don't get me wrong, I expected I was going to enjoy the Metal Gear Solid games. But I set out as, it was a thank you. And ended up as something that I absolutely adored. Really did. Really did. Like I say, thank you very much, Jeff. And oh, thank you very much, dude. Adark, the precursor. Thank you very much, dude. Very kind. Congrats on completing Metal Gear Solid 4. Been watching you since HTSFL Left 4 Dead. Oh yeah, I've never heard anybody say since Left 4 Dead. There's usually the regular ones like Dead Space or Metal Gear Solid 1 or Silent Hill. There's a few like that. They're the most common ones and stuff. Some people say, you know, like you got Dead Space and what was the other one that a lot of folks say? Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, Dead Space. What's the other one that people sometimes say? Oh, anyway, they're the 3 most common ones, but I've never heard Left 4 Dead. Good stuff. Wish I could give more, but no, thank you very much, dude. No, very generous. But thanks for so many, thanks so much for years of laughs and for years of fail. In brackets, Nikita Missile. I said earlier on, didn't I? I said earlier on. The Nikita Missile is still hands down the most... Well, I don't know now, though. The Nikita Missile was the most memorable HTSF moment. And... Oh yeah, Portal's quite a classic one as well. Portal, that's the one I was looking for, dudes. People in stream chat saying Portal 1, Portal 1. Yeah, that's quite a memorable... I knew there was something else on the old brain there. Yeah, Portal 1's quite a classic one as well. Old school. Very old school. But the Nikita incident, let's call it, is hands down the most memorable one. But I don't know, like, my personal one, I think that's the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. And just seeing me adore, I mean, most games that I play, I only like to play really good games, but to see me enjoy and praise a game, like, even Dark Souls had caveats to its praise, and I praised the shit out of Dark Souls. And I love the shit out of Dark Souls, the entire Souls series. And even that comes with caveats. But to see me play through a game and refuse to be critical about it in any shape or form, to be that praising of it, that'll be one of the most memorable, for me personally at least anyway, not like a fail incident, just like an event incident. That will go down as one of the most memorable for me. I will always remember that Metal Gear Solid 4 HTSF, no doubt. No fucking doubt. Awesome. Thank you very much, Adark, the precursor. Very, very kind, dude. And like I say, cheers for all the tips and the subs during Metal Gear Solid 4, dudes. It's been very overwhelming and very, very kind. Very cool of you, dudes. Very cool. Absolutely awesome. I have nothing more to say about Metal Gear Solid 4 except it was fucking awesome and incredible. And hands down, one of the most memorable and enjoyable playthroughs and games I've ever played. Awesome. Fucking awesome. There we go, dudes. That'd be probably where I'd end it on the YouTube video, I would suspect. Nice bit with Snake stood there at the end as well. There we go, Metal Gear Solid 4. I'd be amazed if I don't come back to you at some point, sir. Absolutely amazed. But for now, let us quit. PS3 off. Oh, fucking hell, PS3 off was angry. PlayStation got downright angry there. You hear it? Boah! It's like, don't you Michael Bay at me, you motherfucker. With your action sounds and shit. That was fucking so fun and so good. Meant everything that I absolutely said there, dudes. Hands down, like, I'll remember that one. I mean, it's 6 years or so since I last played Metal Gear Solid 1, and I still remember that very fondly. Very, very fondly. And Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 really fucking remember fondly as well. But there was something about Metal Gear Solid 4 that's something, in the same way that I still remember Chrono Trigger and Secret of Mana and Legend of Zelda from that era of my life, and I'll never forget those games, in the same way that I'll never forget, like, Quake and Quake 2 and, you know, StarCraft when it first came out, and there's a fair few other games, stuff like that, but, you know, Dark Souls, the first time I played Dark Souls, you know, the 100-hour first time through the game and stuff like that. You know, these certain games that you'll just never forget. Never forget. And that will go in there. Metal Gear Solid 4 will go in there. As a game that I'll never forget. Never. And on top of that, it's not just the game, it was the playthrough as well. Like I said, I meant what I said. That was that's my favorite playthrough. Hands down, my favorite playthrough. Hands down. And I've only, generally, for the most part, only played great games. And that will hands down probably, that's gonna be hard to top. After 6-7 years or so of playthroughing, to play a game like that and to say the things that I have said about it, I would be amazed if in the next 6 or 7 years I find a game like that. Because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to top that. Because it's already an incredible series, and it's a really, really good fucking game, and that is... And then it's not just... Like I say, it's not just the game, it was the playthrough as well, like, split into chapters, so it's fantastic to play through. I mean, in hindsight, I think Chapter 5 could have been its own its own set. There should have been 5 chapters, 5 sets. That probably should have been the better way of doing it. I didn't know Chapter 5 was actually going to be that long. I think I finished Chapter 4 5 hours into the stream. And then I could have finished Chapter 5 in about 4 hours. So that should have been its own chapter, really. Because Chapter 3 was actually shorter than 4 hours. So Chapter 3 was actually a shorter chapter than Chapter 5 was. So, it should have been its own, but I've got to be honest. After playing Chapter 4, I wanted to go into Chapter 5 straight away anyway. It wasn't it was perfect for playthroughing to do one chapter in one set every stream. It was perfectly laid out. There was like, say, for playthrough material and shit like that, it was a great game. And you could say, well, there's a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I know, but... Don't get me wrong, the cutscenes strangle the commentary. I guess that was about the only thing I could say. Yeah, I guess that's about the only thing. I knew I'd think of summer, but it's very fucking hard. The only thing I could say negative about the game isn't actually a problem with the game. No, it's right. I meant what I said. I couldn't say anything negative as such about the game. From a playthrough standpoint, I guess the cutscenes strangle the commentary a little bit. Like, you know, my playthrough, if another playthrougher follows the same technique of giving way to the cutscenes and not talking over them or only chiming in a little bit here and there, there's not going to be a world of difference between my playthrough and their playthrough. Which is fair enough. Fair enough. But like I say, that's the only negative I can really think of, and that's from a playthrough standpoint. But the cutscenes add to the story, which leads up to the ending reactions. And they will be different from person to person. People will have different reactions. All different kind of ranges. From people being really upset by it, to people, like, maybe joking and, like... Motherfuckers. Don't joke over that fucking ending. That's not joke material at all. To, like I say, people being really upset and then others not being upset, some liking the endings, some not liking the endings, and various combinations of everything else. But difference in playthrough, regardless, the game is an awesome playthrough game. It really fucking is. Like I say, the cutscenes, yeah, they're long, but they're great, and yeah, you can't talk over the cutscenes if you follow old school rules. But the great still are the cutscenes, and they're leading up to a fantastic ending reaction that you will not get in many games at all. Like, that kind of ending reaction that you got from me there, there's not many games that I've done in 7 years or whatever there's not many games that have gotten that kind of reaction out of me. There really isn't. And there might not be many games like that for years and years. It could be another 10 years. Fuck knows, it could be less, it could be more, before there's another game that provokes a reaction, a response to that level. So to say it's not a good playthrough game because of anything, I would strongly disagree. And yeah, that's fanboying it now, but like say, I think that's honestly true. You know, in the same way, like, your screamer games, jump scares and stuff, and, you know, horror games, they've got that certain kind of reaction that's a bit different than a normal kind of reaction and stuff like that. It's a little bit different stuff. Well, I consider, like, the reaction to the end there as a different kind of thing. Not a jump scare kind of reaction or anything like that. Not as comical or whatever, but, you know, a different kind of reaction than your standard kind of commentary reactions and stuff. I mean, that's why the jump scare reactions are so popular, because it's a different kind of reaction than normal. Oh yeah, I just caught something at the end there. Sorry, let me read that out. Arisen says Necroscope swore because of the Walking Dead ending and stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard the Walking Dead ending is a bit heartstring tugging and stuff. And it's stuff like that, you know, that gets into it. There is a better way of putting it, rather than comparing it to jump scares. An emotional response out of the playthrough. There's not that many games that can do something to that kind of level, and, you know, gotta respect the games that can. In a nutshell, gotta respect the games that can provoke an emotional response above the usual kind of game. And I'm not saying the games that don't provoke that. Like, say you completed a Resident Evil game. I don't think it's gonna provoke an emotional response to that kind of level. It doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just like, you know, there's an extra layer going off with games like this. An extra layer. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely fucking awesome. And a very long stream as well. A very long stream. It was a little bit late, dudes, wasn't it? It was meant to be over the weekend, and I apologise for that. People that I play Counter-Strike with will attest to this. I have had fucked up sleep. really fucked up between the noise, because I live in a fairly busy area, between the noise and the heat